Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Tuesday afternoon, the 18th of July, 2023. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, Hoodie J, Minogio, and Keyzie, you mad bastard, to take you through said afternoon. And once again, Mogi, beautiful top you're wearing. Lovely sort of greeny, autumnal sort of tight T-shirt there. Looking great as always, mate. How's life?
Thanks, mate. The T-shirt brings out the colour of my snot, Keyzie.
Yeah, it does.
I'm a bit blocked up, brother.
Still.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cheers, man. Nice to see you. Good to be back.
Yeah,
Day
mate.
2, back at it.
Oh,
I'm
I'm just
our
loving
big
it.
holiday.
I'm just fizzing, I got to tell you. Speaking of which, green and snotty, we're having a bit of a special day today.
Yeah.
It's Go Easy on Keyzie Day.
No, it's not.
Because he's had a short
a
time.
tough
No,
night.
Keyzie, fair
Yeah.
cop, mate. You're a legend, right? Okay? You've had a really rough run the last day. You had some bad enchiladas. You had an absolute nightmare midnight steamer scenario last night.
You
You've
barely
had a-
made it through the night,
Oh,
man.
you barely made it through. You've been, grumpy all day at home, so it's Go Easy on Keyzie Day today.
Yeah.
How are you, you legend?
Yeah, I'm good. It wasn't quite midnight last night. To be honest, I wish I'd had a midnight steamer. I just,
Couldn't get it out.
Right.
There was just nothing.
Are we
There was
talking
just nothing
blockage,
happening.
are we?
No, it's just my tummy's been like sort of as if there's an earthquake inside
Oh,
it
Right, a bit
babe.
rumbly.
all day, which means I couldn't go to the gym, which means I couldn't. Yeah, it's just look, it's a long story.
Oh, babe.
I don't want to turn it into a whole beast. Feel sorry for Keyzie situation.
Sure. Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you, Mogi. I've never seen Keyzie so filthy as he was when he came in the studio today.
Look, it can really mess with your head, man, when you're feeling a little bit ill.
Yeah.
Especially when it's your wife that's made the
No, let's not
offending-
start that.
He came in here and he was
offending
effing and
yes.
jeffing
They
about
were
his
delicious.
wife, and that is not on. But you're going to be fuming, and you're not feeling good, and you got the sweats, and you're on the. Keyzie was saying he's on the toilet all night, straining
That
his
is not
little
what I
head off,
said.
and getting nothing
That
coming
is
out.
not what I
So-
said.
The old arch spine there.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely giving it death you were, Keyzie. But, hey, you'll get your just reward sooner or later. And maybe, Jase, and, this is just an idea on Go Easy on Keyzie Day. Everybody can just text in a
Thank you.
few messages of support on 3483 or give us a ring. And if you've had issues backing one out, you can talk Keyzie through a bit of support.
Just going to block the old lines there, the phone lines.
Hey, a big show ahead. We've got Pit Chat after 5 o'clock. We've got Randy Feltface, Australian
Oh, my
comedian,
God.
coming in. And, of course, the pastry that pays. In the meantime, is the Stone Temple Pilots.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
G'day, if you're just joining us. Hey, we've had a few texts come through, fellas, on 3483 saying, where's the potty, boys?
Yeah.
The podcast outro. Now, we will tell you that our good mate Pugs is on holiday for 2 weeks, and we had a bit of a technical issue yesterday, but it is coming up very shortly, I believe, Keyzie. Is that correct?
Yeah, so yesterday's potty will be up shortly, and going forward, it'll be business as usual.
Tickety-boo. It's
Tickety-boo.
a minor glitch.
Yeah, totally,
you know?
mate. Don't sweat the small stuff, as
I
they
reckon.
say, Mogi.
Yeah.
Jeez, back off, man. Back off.
Just chill out.
Tell you what, I've had some texts come through here, though.
Yeah,
some
what?
other texts here, just in support of Go Easy on Keyzie Day. Get well soon, mate.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Have a long black, Keyzie, and 5 ciggies.
Actually, you know what you need, Keyzie?
What's that,
with
Jase?
your blockage. Have a durry.
Can I just confirm that I no longer am having any issues whatsoever?
Oh, yeah. Good stuff, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
But for future reference, have a durry.
Yeah,
Right,
and
That'll
some-
get you flowing
some
like
coffee,
you wouldn't
brother.
believe.
Right.
You know, it's funny, fellas. I went out for dinner last night with my whānau.
Oh, yeah.
Who was there?
Pardon?
Who was there?
My whānau.
But like who though?
It was my wife.
My wife? That'll do. I don't need to know the rest.
My daughter. And her, well, I was going to say her boyfriend, but actually not her boyfriend, just a boy mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My son-in-law? Sorry.
And you're right, Keyzie. You just sort of
Yeah, no, keep going, Jase. You can stick to the story,
Well, we went
mate.
out to our favourite pizza joint. I won't tell you it because it's not really kosher to do that.
Yeah.
And
Domino's.
and the same thing happens all the time when it comes to pizza. Well, right, we get a pizza, beautiful pizza at this
Oh,
place,
yeah.
by the way, just sensational. I won't tell you the name though; that wouldn't be kosher.
Pizza Hut.
Burger King.
Domino's. No, none of those places. It's actually quite a fancy place.
Oh, yeah.
And so you open up the lid and the pizza's delivered there, and my family
The
just
box.
Pardon?
Of the box.
Of
You
the
open up
box.
The lid of the box.
Yeah, the lid of the box there.
Yeah.
And the family just starts hoeing in, you know what I mean? With their hands, and they just start shoving in their faces. I find that appalling. I think that's disgraceful behaviour. I'm not a savage, Mogi.
Oh, yeah.
I have my standards.
Yeah.
I was brought up in the proper way. I wasn't taught to, grab food with my hand and shove it in my face, a.k.a. Keyzie.
What about cheese
I was
balls?
actually taught cheese balls are different, Keyzie. I was taught manners. And I like to eat my pizza with a knife and fork.
Psycho.
Which my family mocks me relentlessly over.
Right.
And I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with Hoity J eating his pizza with a knife and fork.
So even though
think you?
Even though you're the only person in the world that does that, and you've never seen anybody else do that?
I refuse to believe that. No.
Have you seen anybody else do that?
My nana?
There you go. Okay, one
My
person.
granddad Brum?
I eat pizza with a knife and fork too.
Oh, do you?
Depending on the pizza. So if it's one you get from a restaurant, a lot
Thank
of
you,
toppings, it's really
Keyzie.
sloppy. It's not because manners. It's because it's the only tidy way to eat it.
Right.
And I don't want to get covered in pizza toppings.
Seriously, my family mocks me
But
about
you're
a
a
lot of things.
germaphobe because, like, you wear your shirt under your shirt. You know, you've got all these sort of issues. You know, you don't want to use share the nose spray with your missus. That disgusts
So I don't
you.
want pizza sauce on me and I don't want my missus's snot up my nose. So it's some sort of germaphobe.
And your double T-shirt scenario.
Yeah. If
But
you say
listen-
midnight steamer.
I was not going anywhere near the midnight steamer. Getting back to the point, fellas.
Please.
Please don't
Please.
distract me.
Please.
But they mock me relentlessly about
Yeah.
it, and they say it's embarrassing. Like
Only for that, what about for your legs?
that as well. My daughter is like, this is
Your hoodie?
embarrassing, Dad. So this is the big poll for the day.
The big poll.
Very, very simple.
Wait.
You talk all over that, mate.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Very, very simple. Eating pizza with a knife and fork, yes or no?
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
The Hodaki Big Show poll today is eating pizza with a knife and fork, yes or no? What are the people saying, fellas?
Using cutlery on pizza, what, a couple of whoppers? I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Referring to you and I, Jase. I saw Jase eating pizza at a restaurant with a soup spoon and a spatula. Is that true?
Oh, yeah, because I didn't have a knife and fork, so
Yeah,
I had
right.
to sort of improvise in that scenario.
That's
Keyzie.
true, actually. I'd be surprised if many of these pizza joints actually have cutlery.
Right.
If all they're doing is pizza.
Oh,
Or
well, no,
that
I
place
take-
last night do other stuff.
I take my own.
Oh, that's clever. I like
because
that.
just for that very scenario,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, Mogi?
We have pizza every Friday since the first lockdown happened, so a couple of years now, 3 even. No one has ever used a knife or fork.
Right, losers. I find it strange that people find it strange. You know what I'm saying, Mogi? For me, it's not a strange habit. I think it's just a normal thing to do to eat my food. For example, also, Mogi, when I get a burger, I cut it into quarters.
Okay, that's weird.
Is it?
Well, it's all weird. If by weird you mean nobody else is doing it, it's weird. It's not the normal way to eat it. Like, do you eat an ice cream with a knife and fork?
Yes.
Well, it depends. Is it in a bowl?
Yes.
Right, still weird, sorry.
Is it?
Yeah, there is actually quite a few people agreeing with you on the text machine.
Yeah,
though.
thank you, actually. Thank you, because there's nothing worse. For example, going to give you this example, Moki. You've got a heavily laden pizza slice that's got lots of your meats and your vegetables.
Oh, so like it won't hold its structure.
And it's heavily, fortified with ingredients on top. And it won't hold its structure.
Yeah,
and so
see?
you go to put the basket in your mouth and it just collapses.
Yeah.
but
Who looks like a fool then, Mogi?
Well, probably you, because you're such a moron. You don't know how to operate a piece of pizza.
Yeah, but those are, in Jase's
A slice of
defense,
pizza
they're
is
quite heavy and
confusing.
soggy.
So what you do is you just fold it up and then you put it in your mouth. Is that no good?
No,
I don't like doing
you
that.
see, no.
Why don't you
You're
like
the
why don't you
weirdo
like
here.
doing that?
Because, Mike, what happens is at the end, you're left with a whole big chunk of crust. I want to go topping bite, crust bite, topping bite, crust bite. Otherwise, I just have to eat a whole crust at the end, and I hate that.
Yeah, that's just a waste. What a loser,
Is there any
Mogi.
way I could get off this show?
You must have
Because you
some.
guys
Hey, but
suck.
in fairness, you must have some weird eating habits.
No, I don't.
yourself. Really?
No, none.
Really,
What about-
Mogi?
What about eating a metric ton of tofu every day?
No, I haven't had any tofu actually for a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Nothing for me.
You don't do anything weird?
Just your
No.
bran bowls and stuff. Yeah, good
Look,
stuff.
just because you guys have got, I think the poll will bear this out.
Well, we'll
you,
see,
You
mate.
guys are both massively weird, and it sounds like a punishing time actually dining out with you. And now it's become clear to me why every time, Jase, you go away, your family goes out for dinner, don't they? Don't they?
Yes.
Yes. Because you're a punish. And Keyzie...
But no, don't just leave it there. Jason's a punish. I like that.
Well, you go and vote. Go and check out our Instagram account there. Have your say, New Zealand. It's very important.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Weird eating habits, i.e. me eating pizza with a knife and fork, which I don't think is weird, incidentally.
I do it too.
And you do it as well,
it is
Keyzie.
weird,
So
though.
the fact that Keyzie does it and I do it means it's not weird.
Although, having said that, while I'm doing it, I do think, man, I hope no one's looking at me and thinking I look weird.
Yeah, because
Right.
it is weird.
Slightly
Okay.
weird.
Well, it's weird in the sense that, there's very few people that do it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's not normal. It's not the normal way to eat pizza.
Well,
like when you get your pizza delivered, I've never been sent a knife and fork.
Right. Well,
You know what
because
I mean?
they'd assume you have them in your cutlery
No,
drawer.
but they often give you, whenever you pick them up, would you like knife and fork with that? No. It's a
Right.
pizza. Do you know what I mean?
I find it, a bit rich actually coming from you, saying that I'm weird about my eating habits, given your pie eating habits.
No, I don't see what we're talking about pizza.
Yeah, I know,
what's the
but
poll?
you're
Keyzie,
saying
what's the
that
poll?
we're weird.
Well, the big
What's the
poll is
poll?
about pizza, but I
Yeah,
also
yeah,
think
yeah,
after
yeah,
all the stuff you've said, you should talk everyone through your pie ritual.
I just
because it's
don't
weird.
see what the point is when we're talking.
Well,
the
you're
big
saying
poll
that
is
we're
this,
weird.
This sort of muddies the water.
But you're acting like
but-
you eat all perfect all the time.
Yeah, Mr. Perfect Eater Mogi.
No, I'm specifically speaking about pizza.
Right,
Now, once we get,
okay.
if one day we get onto pie chat, then I'm more than happy to
Well,
discuss.
let's get on to pie chat, because
Yeah,
it is
so
Beer and
let's wrap
Pie
it up.
July.
Well, I
Yeah.
think, but the thing is, this isn't weird anyway. I get a pie, I knock the lid off it, I put some
Weird.
what is tomato sauce on top of it, I roll that up tightly like a joint.
The top of the pie, the
the top
pastry
of the pie, the, lid,
yes.
the pastry
You put
lid.
the sauce on the lid, and then you've rolled that up like a joint.
Yeah.
Okay.
With no weed in it, though. It's just got tomato sauce
just
and
pie,
a little,
just
bit,
tarty sauce,
little bit
yeah.
of mince on there.
Yeah,
Or
nice.
just any of the topping that I might have had in there. Mm-hmm. Then I get a little bit of tomato sauce and I squirt that in with all the
gravy in there?
the meats in there. You
Yes,
know?
yes,
the
sure.
meaties, I call them. And then I stir that up, and then I eat that with a teaspoon. It's got to be a teaspoon, no spoon bigger than that. And then when I've eaten all of the mince out, but not all of it, you got to leave some in there
Yeah,
because
well,
I'm not weird. You put some tomato sauce in there, then you roll that up, and then you eat that.
The rest of the pastry.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
at the end, you're just eating pastry.
So Mogi's on
No,
the...
with mince and tomato
Mogi's
sauce.
on the road, buys himself a pie at the local station there.
Yeah.
What, do you carry a teaspoon with you?
No, they have teaspoons there.
Oh, right, for your coffees.
No, for your pies.
Oh, right.
A pie teaspoon.
Well, they've got teaspoons there. I never use a teaspoon for a coffee. I assume they're for the pies.
So you think that's not as weird as eating
Pizza with a knife and fork.
Look,
Do you feel weird eating it like that?
no.
Does anyone else eat it like that you've seen?
No, but I don't eat in front of people. I take it to the toilet and eat it in there.
Portaloo or something?
Yeah, because
Right,
you got to have your lap, and I don't like getting pastry on the seat of my car.
Right.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, no,
it's
that's all normal.
you,
yeah,
man. Yeah, I don't wanna
it's all
get
good,
all-
Mogi. No judgment here,
feel
buddy.
weird about it, but
You're a good fella.
pastry that pays coming up, so I guess.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie. Radio Hodaki's Beer and Pie July.
Oh, yes, indeed. Max, you mad bastard. How's life?
Not bad yourself, Jase.
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Good, good. Whereabouts are you calling from, Max?
Calling from the lovely Wellington today.
Good on you, mate.
Beautiful.
Oh, is it?
nice. I've actually heard, I don't know whether this is true or not, that Welly's had a bloody good winter. Is that true?
Bloody good winter. It's bloody beautiful.
Yeah, good on you, mate. What do you do for a crust, Max?
I'm an electrician.
No!
Backbone! Good stuff. What pie do you run with, Max?
I'm a classic mint and cheese man.
Okay,
When I'm
yeah.
like weird old Mogi. That's cracktivity.
Yeah, that is cracktivity. You did
Yeah,
right, actually.
It is cracktivity. It's paranormal cracktivity.
Well, the great news for you, Max, because you've given us a call, you've just won yourself $100.
Booyah!
What are you going to spend your $100 on, Max?
Pack of piss and pack of nuts as well there. Yep.
Backbone!
Yeah, huge backbone.
Good on you,
Yeah,
mate.
Only way to do it.
Good on you, boy.
Good on you, mate. You stay on the line and Brooke will take care. Well, I mean, $100. How old do you reckon Max is?
22, 23?
Yeah, I
definitely.
think so.
Yeah.
22, 23. What else are you going to buy?
No, nothing.
You know what I mean? What else is there,
What,
Keyzie?
Big Ben pie? They gave him the $100, Big Ben.
True
did.
that.
Oh,
True
yeah,
that.
a couple of Big Ben pies.
I just ate one and I feel so much better now.
Yeah,
I think I was
yeah.
just hangry.
No, they're good for you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at you beaming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Got
totally,
mints all
mate.
over your teeth, by
Do
the
I?
way.
Because you got
Yeah, yeah.
tomato sauce all over your lips.
Yeah,
So,
good on you, fellas.
Oh! It is a long way to the shop if you want a sausage roll, Keyzie.
that's
Hey?
not the lyrics. What?
ACDC.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yeah, welcome back, you mad bastards. Hope your Tuesday's going along very nicely indeed. And I cannot believe, Mogi, I cannot believe how much old Keyzie has picked up after his pie there. He's a completely different human being.
There's real pep in his step.
Yeah, because I'll just tell the people, actually, we started the show with it's Go Easy on Keyzie Day. 'Cause
Didn't really happen, though, did
I've
it?
never really seen him in a foul mood like he was today. He was absolutely livid, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, but I've seen it
Oh, you've seen it,
quite
have
a
you?
few times.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm always quite chipper.
You are, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the worst judge of when you're in a bad mood is the person themselves.
Yes.
Because you and I, Jase, we often talk about, he's always in a shocker,
What?
isn't he? Hey.
Yeah, but that's just between me and
I
you,
know,
generally. I mean,
I know.
I don't. Okay. One of my favourite things to do is like when my wife is in a bad mood.
wife?
I like to ask her, "Are you in a bad mood?"
Oh, yeah.
And I find that goes really well.
You can actually see the colour of her face change, can't you?
Yes.
From
when it
white
got
to red.
Yes.
Like a thermometer.
Steam
Like-
coming out of their ears
It'll,
like it's a
it'll be
midnight
something
steam.
like, we'll be having a conversation, and then she'll say something a little bit pointed, and I'll go, "Ooh,
Hello.
are you in a bad mood?"
Yeah.
And she loves it, Keyzie. You should, I mean, it's really
I
important.
should do that
It's
to
important
myself.
to communicate to your partner. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And today,
I will communicate with
you
my
were
partner.
in such a bad mood that I went, I'm not even going to ask a
Oh, yeah,
question.
no, that's right.
Well, to be fair, I've had a pie. I feel better now.
So it turns out the whole time you were just hangry.
I was hangry because
Yeah.
I had the enchiladas and it made...
Enchilada!
My wife!
I had the enchiladas that made me not want to eat. I realised I'd only eaten half a bag of chips all day. So then I ate a pie now that I'm feeling better, and now I feel great and ready for pet chat.
Good stuff. Speaking of pet chat, we need your text. If you need pet advice, text us on 3483. Also coming up, we've got BK vouchers to
That's
give away in
right.
that regard. Also coming up after 5, Australian comedian Randy Feltface.
And first things first, I'm really looking forward to the rest of the show.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
You're welcome back, you mad bastards. Tuesday afternoon. Keep those texts coming for pet advice on 3483. We've got BK vouchers to give away. Also, go and check out the Instagram and have your say on that. Eating pizza with a knife and fork, yes or no? Mogi thinks it's weird. Keyzie and I, for once, are a team. We're bound together on this, and I don't think it's weird at all. But you, most importantly, you need to have your say on it. Despite Mogi's calling us weird for our food habits, his weird mince pie eating habit.
I've actually just thought about it, and I've decided to stop eating with a knife and fork because I don't want to be weird and
Good on
paired
you,
up with you.
Keyzie.
So it's me and Mogi
I've
now.
talked Keyzie around.
So now it's just you.
Just you on your own with your hoodie.
With your weird hoodie and your knife and fork and stuff.
My weird hoodie. What's weird about my hoodie?
You're getting sidetracked, brother.
Yeah, sorry. Keep those texts coming on 3483, and we'll get into that next. In the meantime,
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
with Jason Mike. Yes, indeed. And I'm going to be honest with you. One of the most popular segments of the show, Mogi. We get a massive response every time to Pet Chat. It's extraordinary.
We've actually been approached by Netflix to make a TV series.
Wow.
Of it.
Of
They
Pet
want to do
Chat.
100 episodes,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're just negotiating the finer details now.
And the reality is, we could easily do 100 episodes with the amount of questions we get.
That's
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. And would it just be me reading texts out and then you?
Well,
yeah,
we're
okay.
negotiating the finer details. They're insisting on it. We're a team, but Jason, I reckon we could probably cut you.
Yeah. I don't know if you're ready for Netflix, Keyzie.
Hey fellas, My pet Labrador munched down a couple of the old special brownies, if you know what I mean. Have you got any advice?
Yeah, wow.
The thing about them, they're always eating other dogs' poos, aren't they?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you just sometimes,
Well, no, these are-
ideally, you've got to feed them better.
Well,
You don't want them eating other dogs' brownies, man. That
No,
is
that's
gross.
not what they mean.
as I've said in previous discussions about this, Mogi, I actually actively go out and take my dog to eat other dogs' brownies.
Oh, you eat them?
That's not what a brownie
my
is.
dog eats the
Oh.
other dog's brownies, saves on me buying food for the
Yeah,
bastard.
that's right.
You know
that's
what I'm
smart.
saying?
So
you know
you
what
feed
that is, Keyzie?
What?
Good eating.
Good eating.
Dog poo. Okay.
And if it's really,
Brownies.
if we're having and we can't find any other dog brownies, she just eats her own on the lawn there.
And even the whiteys have still got some nutritional value.
Sure, for
White
sure.
chocolate brownies.
It's like a protein log.
So that's all she eats.
Yeah.
She's quite sick at the moment, isn't she?
Got a bit of a bung leg, but otherwise,
Yeah.
tickety boo.
I don't think it's related. G'day, guys. My 37 kg dog ate about half a metre of Glad wrap from on my lunch this morning. Will she be okay?
That's the dream, man.
Yeah, totally.
Once you get them to the point, and I've been doing this with my dog for about 7 or 8 years
Tinker.
now, Tinker-do. And I started out with just sort of lolly wrappers and things like that, then started feeding her up on Glad wrap,
Right.
Saran wrap, as it's known in the United States. But for the last sort of 4 years, 3.5, 4 years, I've been feeding her the dog poo bags, those plastic bags.
Right.
So now when she snaps one off, it comes delivered in the bag. I'm just trying to teach her at the moment how to tie it off.
Yeah, sure.
Before it drops.
Just on that
Right,
front,
it seems
Mogi,
really
just
bad.
on the Glad wrap, I actively feed my little puppy the Glad wrap because I can never use. You know how they come in those little boxes and they have
Yes,
a tear thing.
they do.
Now it just. She's like a dispenser.
Oh!
Out it comes,
Yeah,
whip
that's
it off,
smart.
wrap the kid's lunch, away you go. Bob's your uncle.
Oh, so good. 3483, by the way. Keep the questions coming in. G'day, guys. Me and my wife have been having big arguments about the cat sleeping on the bed. My wife really wants the cat. Really wants the cat on the bed, but I keep telling my wife that I need to have lots of space to sleep well. Any tips on how to approach my wife about this? Or any tricks on how I can secretly teach the cat not to sleep on the bed so my wife won't. Cheers, Jizza.
I'll be honest, man, I didn't catch any of that.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear it.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Totally rooted my throat with that last pet chat.
Yeah, same.
Well, you know you can just go, my wife.
Yeah?
You know me, Keyzie, I'm
110.
full throttle, mate, all the
man.
time.
A lot of great texts coming in on 3483. Keep
Hey,
them coming.
Keyzie.
What up?
Do people win BK vouchers if they text them potentially?
Jase. They win Big King XL vouchers.
Oh, so
Which
good.
are the biggest burger.
That stands for extra large.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's why I cut that one into quarters.
Yeah, probably eighths. It's so big. G'day, guys. My dog climbed on my partner last night and then farted on her. Now she's got pink eye. She wants him gone, but I don't want him to go. Who do I side with?
I think you divorce your wife in that situation if she's got pink eye. You can never get rid of that.
Sure.
You never get rid of that.
You sure?
I'm just trying to recall, actually, whether the old pink eye is contagious.
Well,
Yes, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it
yeah.
is.
I mean, if you get skin on skin, but it's
Right.
very, very rare to have an eyeball against an eyeball. Although
Yeah.
it can happen. You start getting your finger in your eye, you start fingering someone else's
His
eye.
yeah.
So yeah, it sounds like you've had a good run. If you had a dog,
Obviously, it's been a relatively solid relationship, I'd
but
imagine.
if already she's saying we need to get rid of the dog, then
Yeah, right.
is that really the kind of person you want to spend the rest of your life with? I'd say not.
I don't think so.
Dog did fart on her eye.
But that is just part and parcel of being a dog owner.
Owner,
Keyzie.
exactly.
You've got
true.
to
I mean-
sort of forgive and forget when it
Right.
comes to a dog farting in your face. I mean, if every time a dog farts in your face, you're going to get rid of it, you're not going to have many dogs, are you?
Totally, and I've got to be honest with you. When my dog rips one out, yeah, it just really lifts the whole family.
I'll tell you what, my dog Tinker, and this is, she's pretty funny.
Oh, she is. She's very funny, your dog.
She'll actually, we'll be in bed, she'll just be sleeping there, and she sort of gets up and stretches,
Oh, does the-
and then sort of wanders over you, and you think it's for a pat. She wants a pat, but she actually jumps up and puts a paw behind my wife's head, pulls it down, and farts right in her face.
Wow.
Right, yeah,
Is
yeah.
Tinker quite strong? Because I thought Tinker was a real sort of
Funny
small...
buzz. Hey, just on Tinker, by the way, do you have like a purse for him?
Her.
Oh, her?
Tinker?
Yeah,
girl's
Tinker, you
name.
know, but when you go out and stuff. Do you
No,
put
not a purse. I carry everything for her.
Oh, right, okay.
Right. G'day, fellas. Recently moved in with the missus and I'm having real trouble with her cat. She refuses to get its fur trimmed and I'm finding fur balls everywhere.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Well, I mean, the thing that immediately comes to mind is Mogie's trick of farting on the cat's face.
Yeah.
Um,
They hate that.
Right.
The thing with a cat, they don't see the funny side of it.
Yeah,
They've
yeah,
got a cat has got no sense of humour. Dog, like
ever.
my dog, hilarious.
Who,
gets
Stinker?
it, gets
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Whereas a cat, you fart in their face and they're
filthy.
fuming. Yeah.
Filthy.
Yeah.
Couldn't you just talk to the partner and then be like, can you please do something about this so I don't find fur balls everywhere because I find it gross?
Who can be bothered having a conversation like that?
Just fart in the cat's face.
Just fart in the cat's face is the way to go there, Keyzie.
So good.
No question.
Have you ever seen a cat with pink eye?
Nah.
Good times. Me and Tinker are always laughing at it because my dog Tinker, she always goes up to the neighbourhood cats and farts in their faces. Gold.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie. Weekdays at 4 on Radio
The
Hodaki.
big show's back on the road again, aren't we, fellas?
Here we are.
Down on the old Tron there, the New Zealand Darts Masters.
That's right.
Which is happening not next week, but the week after, I believe.
Well, August 4th and 5th, it's
Yes.
a double header. We're going to be down there on the Friday night. We've
Yeah.
got a special big show backbone table at Sport's biggest party, so it's already going to be pretty heaving. Then you add us in the mix,
Yeah.
eh, fellas?
Yeah.
You
Am I
ever,
right?
you ever been to the darts, Mogi?
Nah.
Tell you what, mate, seriously, it
Oh,
goes
not,
off.
not in the crowd.
Oh, yeah, but as a... Yeah, right,
obviously
okay,
as
yeah.
a contestant.
Oh, wow. Did you used to play
yeah.
darts?
Yeah. No, we used to, Jason and I used to sort of clean up all over the joint. It's one of the more simple, easier games, you
Yeah.
know? 180, bullseye, douche.
Wait, you're saying it's a
win,
perfect game?
Yeah.
The thing about it is...
Nine
like,
darts, nine
Mo-
darts, go home, have a few beers.
What I find really amazing about it, actually, Mogi, you were number one for, I think, 3 or 4 years running
Numero
there.
uno.
And yet you're
Wow.
so shit at it now.
Nah, not.
You know what I mean?
Nah.
You are
Oh, yeah, he is really
terrible.
bad at it now. That is crazy.
That's
but
true, yeah.
your eyes, I don't know what it is. But,
No, I do left-handed against you two deadbeats.
Oh,
Right.
right, is that why?
Yeah.
Whereas you do the two-handed dart throw, don't you, Keyzie?
No, you just keep it on
Well,
Mogi.
Keyzie doesn't like throwing the darts because they're a bit sharp.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because he got... Oh.
What, Jason?
Anyway,
No, go for it. Because he got what? Just say it. Come on.
no, but we
I
are
know
going
you
to
want
be we are going to be there in the Tron, and we are going to have a table. So what do people need
We
to do
are.
if they want to join us at the table there, Keyzie?
Finish your story.
No, I'm not going to finish my story.
Okay, if you want to win not only a spot at the big show backbone table with us, but also flights from anywhere in New Zealand to Hamilton, accommodation and tickets, then go to hodaki.co.nz right now to the winning tab, and enter there.
And I'll tell you what you could
Yeah.
probably do, actually, because I was talking to the lads off air just before. Old Keyzie and Mogi
What?
are keen to hit the town afterwards. So
Yeah.
if you want to go with old Keyzie and Mogi and have a few cold ones,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
boys are keen.
Well, you're
They're
going
real
down
keen.
you're off to the casino, eh?
Yeah, I'm off to the casino
Yeah, I
there.
have to be home by
The
midnight,
old
though.
slots.
Get in the car park down there and do some effing and jeffing.
Exactly.
Leave your wallet behind.
Hey, but no, seriously, do get involved because it'll all
gonna
be
be a
a lot of
ripper,
fun.
man.
Yeah, it is. It is genuinely a good party, a good night.
That's right. New Zealand Darts Masters, August 4th and 5th. Tickets still available, so give it a Google.
Oh, and coming up, by the way, we're about to speak to Australian comedian Randy Feltface.
Yeah. so excited.
Looking forward to that.
Actually,
fellas.
he's an interesting looking chap. Check out the Hodaki Big Show Instagram story right now if you want to see what he looks like.
Oh yeah,
you
actually,
can tell them about your rotten guts, Keyzie.
If you could avoid bringing that up, that would be great.
hey, also,
What?
Say no more, Keyzie.
that's quite a nice photo of us, fellas.
It is a nice photo of us.
You know what I mean?
Is it?
Often they're not because Mogi tends to puff his chest out and do the
Roll
old
his
pigeon,
sleeves up,
roll
yeah,
his
yeah.
sleeves up and stuff.
Yeah.
It's actually a very good pic this time. We actually got a look in.
Hey, should we
Keyzie. go
What's
to a
that, fella?
break?
get out of here? Eh?
Yeah, let's play some ads, shall we?
Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show
And
podcast.
very, very special guest in the studio with us today. Australian comedian, the one, the only, Randy Feltface. How's life, mate? You mad bastard.
It's fantastic, and thank you for that screamy intro. I very much appreciate a yelling introduction. A lot of the radio interviews I've been doing have been very low-key, but I'm sensing this one is going to be off the chain. So I'm strapping in for this. Let's go! Anyone? No. Is it a monologue? Is that what I'm meant to do?
We just need you to sell your shows for us, really, mate. I mean, I'll be honest with you.
Okay, sorry. I thought this was going to be some sort of question and answer situation.
Well,
Am I meant to just come in and go, hi, my name's Randy Feltface.
Easy, Randy.
I'm doing shows. No, listen.
Calm down,
Listen to
Randy.
me. What sort of game are you people playing here?
No,
Is there some sort
I
of...
think we're all a bit starstruck. Obviously,
Yeah, totally,
Jason and
mate,
I come from a background of comedy, and we grew up with you. You've sort of been an idol of ours for quite a long time.
I didn't realise I was just going to be hung out to dry within the first 30 seconds, though. This is the best.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well, I think Mogie's right, Randy.
Yeah,
I guess it's very rare for us to be intimidated by stars.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
because we just consider them people. But Randy
Yeah.
Feltface,
Not a person.
Sort of up
Not
there.
a
We're sort
person.
of up there with Carl Barron and
Yes.
Steady Eddie, some of the great Australian comedians.
Right, yep.
Yeah.
Two of the classics.
Yeah, and Keyzie has been on the Basil a little bit this afternoon.
Keys has been hitting the Baz.
Yeah, the Basil, mate. So he's
sorry
a bit
about
out
that.
of it.
What are
Also-
you doing hitting the Baz, Keysy, before I come
No,
on?
it means he's stoned.
I
Yeah.
understand
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
I figured that.
Do you like a bit of a toot, Randy?
No, I'm clean living.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
have
good
a
on you, mate.
mushroom. I'll have the occasional mushroom.
Yeah,
Sort of. I like some psychedelics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Baz is not my friend.
You have
If
to
I
make,
have a Basil,
make an
like-
effort not to look in the mirror when you're off your head on the
Oh
mushies.
my
Would
god!
that be right?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
also I can't trip with friends because one look at me and they're off. It's a
Yeah.
bad
Yeah, yeah.
time. It's a
Yeah,
bad
and
time.
you're not a big blinker, I've noticed.
Don't blink at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very bad thyroid glands. What's that? Sorry.
What I was going to say, what do you do about that? I mean, it'd be painful, wouldn't it, not being able to blink all the time?
Yes, I'm constantly using clear eyes,
Yeah.
dropping moisture in there. Yep.
Well, you can imagine, actually.
Spit in my eyes!
Just on that front, Randy,
Yes.
just on that front, if you did like the Basil, you'd be a disaster zone. Imagine the eyes there,
Yeah.
mate. They'd be popping all
I
over
know,
the place.
bloodshot.
Yeah,
would,
yeah.
It'd be a bad look. Or maybe if I did smoke, maybe I would grow some eyelids. You know, that
well, yeah,
squinty...
maybe.
Anyway, I'm doing shows in New Zealand in
yeah,
August.
We're totally going to get into
No,
that.
yeah, great. Sorry.
Can I just, Jase, can I just ask a real quick question for Randy? Hey, Randy, Keyzie here, mate.
G'day, Keyzie. How you going?
Yeah, good, mate. Good to finally meet you.
Oh, what a treat.
Do you find it sort of weird for you to meet someone like Jase, who's very similar to you? He wears sort of quite small clothing. He's a weird shade of purple as well. Do you find that you guys can sort of strike up some sort of relationship, or has it been a bit awkward so far?
I'm sensing a double act
Yeah,
coming.
yeah,
You know
sure.
what I mean? Let's. What would we do? What would our?
Look,
what
I'll
would
be
our,
honest with you, Randy.
Yeah.
We started the show today with Go Easy on Keyzie Day. He's got some bowel issues. And when
Keyzie.
when he's got bowel issues, he tends to be a little bit grumpy.
Okay, all right. What can we get some Metamucil in here?
Wow, yeah,
Some kind of stool loosener.
exactly. Well, I'll tell you what
Can
we'll
we
do.
get a stool loosener
Wait,
for Keyzie?
Randy, wait! I'll tell you
sorry.
what we'll do. We'll
Yeah.
just go into a tune here and we'll get back to you and we'll talk about your dates and your tour and all that sort of jazz. What do
What
you
about
reckon, mate?
Keyzie's date? Needs loosening.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
We have Randy Feltface,
Mm,
Australian comedian. Well, just on there, we're a music station, obviously. Randy, what
Yeah.
do you run with? What
I love,
tunes?
Love
What
the
tunes you like?
Zeppelin track.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I'm listening to the rock and roll on the road. Bit of metal. I like a bit of metal.
Yeah, nice. What
yeah.
about a bit of Rage? Rage Against the Machine? You like a bit
Love
of Rage?
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, nice.
Love a bit of
Nice.
pump. There's a pump-up track backstage, bouncing around to Bulls on Parade.
Yeah, oots. Yeah,
Yeah,
great stuff.
all of that stuff.
So tell us, I mean, you're obviously known around the world. What have you been up to over the last year?
Well, this show that I'm bringing to New Zealand, I've just toured all across Europe, all across the UK, all across America, and
Yeah.
I'm finishing the tour, actually, pretty much in New Zealand. I thought I'd save the best till last.
Is that
good
what
on
it
you,
is?
mate.
You get it really honed and bring it down to New Zealand
Yeah,
audiences,
yeah.
or you're so over it that the performance isn't as good as it normally would be. You think, I'll take this shit to
Little
New
from
Zealand.
column A, little from column
Sure.
B.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I felt like August was the best time to tour New Zealand. Beautiful weather this time
Oh,
of
it's
year.
really
Stunning,
good.
mate.
Really
Yeah,
good.
stunning.
And
Yeah,
what
yeah.
about, Randy, I've just noticed here, so you've got 7 shows, you've added a couple, so you're going Christchurch, then Nelson, Wellington, Auckland, and Hamilton as well. You've had
Saving the best till last.
certainly
Yeah, good.
finishing in Hamilton, good
Yeah.
idea, but you've added extra shows in Auckland and Wellington, so people are keen.
People
How
are buying tickets. It's flummoxed me.
They are really lapping it up. Did that happen in America too? And did that catch you off guard? People were like, oh my God, are you Randy Feltface?
I rarely get recognised in the streets, surprisingly. But yeah, I sold out all across the States. I've managed to amass a following of YouTube nerds. Yeah, so they've all come along. I think that's why I'm selling tickets here. I'm very prolific on the internet. Look me up.
Yeah,
Check.
good stuff.
You guys would be big TikTokers, yeah?
Oh, yeah, massively.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big
Massively.
fan of your OnlyFans.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, how
Actually,
good.
can we give that a plug? I need some more. I've only got 6 followers. Are you one of
Yeah,
them?
I'm one of them. Yeah,
well,
yeah.
same here,
Yeah,
actually.
there's all
Oh,
three
you
of us.
three of
yeah,
you?
And just,
yeah,
Oh,
quietly,
wow.
just quietly on the fans part, I don't think you need any more plugs, Randy.
yeah.
I
You
do
know,
need plugs. That's the only thing I do on OnlyFans.
Right, yeah.
Actually, can we get a plug for Keyzie as well from the
yeah,
earlier?
'cause you
Oh,
gave him
yeah,
some
because of
Metamucil.
your-
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys.
'Cause
Yeah, appreciate
you,
that.
You don't know this about Keyzie, actually, Randy, but he's famous. He's famous
What?
at radio.
What's he famous
he's
for?
famous at Radio Hodaki for his midnight steamers.
The old Keyzie Midnight Steamer.
Yeah.
I think we just got a great sting out of that.
That's pretty
yeah.
much it. That's the only reason I came in, for that soundbite.
Yeah.
Oh, the old Keyzie Midnight Steamer.
Yeah, no.
That was a take 2. That'll become a sound effect.
Hey, Randy.
Yes.
Randy, just on that, what's your rider, mate? What do you like for your rider? What does Randy Feltface need backstage?
Some salted nuts.
Yes.
A small fruit platter.
Yes.
Possibly a Red Bull if it's mid-tour.
I don't think you need a Red Bull, Randy.
You don't think so? You think
No,
I
you're
look
good,
red,
mate.
but I look caffeinated enough as it is?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just a quick plug. If you do want to come see Randy Feltface live, any of those places, you're Christchurch, Nelson, Wellington, Auckland, and also in Hamilton, just
Yep.
go to Event Finder, search Randy Feltface, you'll find it.
Still tickets available in Nelson?
Oh, yeah, plenty. In fact, I'm changing the name of the show there to the Old Keyzie Midnight Steamer. Come on down. It'll be a remix of the show.
Hey, Randy, you legend. Thanks
for having
mate.
me.
Have a great tour.
What a treat. Enjoy the rest of your lives.
Thanks, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yeah, welcome back. You're listening to the Big Show. Hoodie J, Minogue, and Keyzie. I just got a text from my wife. I forgot. She's doing Pilates tonight, Mogi.
Oh.
Starting Pilates. And so
Who's
she
taking
said,
that class? Is Terry taking that class?
no, Terry's not actually.
Oh,
Terry's
really?
going out somewhere else, apparently. But she said, you'll have to get your own dinner tonight. And I was like, yes.
What are you going to have?
Pardon? Oh, I'm thinking maybe a bit of toast, a bit of salmon,
Oh, yeah.
some cherry tomatoes on top, a bit of cracked pepper, a bit of lemon zest, and some salt and pepper.
Eat that with your hands, will you?
Yeah, I will eat that with
Butter
my
on the
hands.
toast?
Butter on the. Oh, Olivio. Hey, now listen. I was trying to think about our podcast outro today, which is a podcast that we do outside of the show.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what we talked about. Can you guys remember what we talked about?
No.
I remember what the Keyzie word was.
Oh,
That's
yes.
it.
Oh, actually, I remember thinking that it was quite a filthy one today.
Oh, that's right. And
Oh,
you
that's
said,
right. We nearly had to put a
I'll tell you
disclaimer.
what, I do. I remember a little bit about it. Part of it was that last night I did 3 wees. Like in the middle
yes.
of the night, I got up, and then 2 nights before that, I got up and I did a record 7 wees.
Yeah.
So I've booked an appointment with the doctor, and I'm guaranteeing my appointment's at midday tomorrow. I'm guaranteeing by about 10 past, depending on how late they're running Keyzie, I'll be getting my prostate examined.
Examined?
Examined.
Like, it'll be doing an exam.
It's pronounced examined.
Oh, right.
By old Dr. Old Mate, whatever his name is there.
Yeah, good stuff.
He's got good little fingers on him, little digits.
Yeah, nice.
Dr. Digit, they
And I
call him.
also remember on the outro actually too that we were trying to jolly up old Keyzie, who was a bit hangry. So go and check that out. Oh, by the way, we were a bit late on the one yesterday, but that's out now. Also, the other
stop
one
moaning.
that's going to be out tonight as
Actually,
well.
just on that, can everyone stop messaging me on Instagram
Oh,
like I'm the one
yeah,
putting
Yeah,
the...
hey guys,
hey,
whatever
hey,
you do,
here's hangry
don't
again.
message Keyzie.
No, if the podcast doesn't go up.
Whatever you do, yeah.
Message Keyzie.
No, don't.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue? Yeah.
Good to have your voice back.
Yeah, I've been after yesterday's show. It's actually rooted again. But anyway, good times. I've watched half of the Wham documentary.
Oh, wow, like the band Wham.
The band Wham.
Far out.
Yes.
I didn't realise they had so many hits.
Wake Me Up Before You Go.
Well, yeah, you know that one, then The Last Christmas.
Yeah.
That's traditionally it. But there was one about bad boys stick together forever, and I was like, I didn't realise that was Wham, because I remember that from when I was about 5 when it came out.
Yes.
Isn't there Copacabana or something like that as well?
There is the
When they're at the beach house.
That might be my
That's
throbber
right.
on Friday,
and
actually.
Careless Whisper,
Careless Whisper. Oh, yeah, true.
which is a huge throbber. But I've also reading George Michael's autobiography at the
Yes.
moment. And when I say at the moment, I mean I got about 80 pages into it and stopped reading it because it is the most boring read on earth.
Oh,
But
no.
if you watch the doco, it's the video equivalent of the book, which is boring.
Right, yeah.
George Michael, fascinating guy, but they're not capturing it.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not capturing it.
Yeah, well, I saw that, actually. What's that, on Netflix or something
Netflix,
like that?
yeah.
Yeah, and I just went, no, I'll pass on that.
Had a geese, and yeah.
I watched last night Tootsie.
Oh!
And because my wife saw it on Sky Movies, we're getting them for free for some reason at the moment.
So you want to watch it, and you're like,
and I was like,
God.
oh, no.
What's Tootsie? Because
No.
I'm picturing a dog.
It's Dustin Hoffman, one of his great performances where he plays
Right.
a woman.
Wasn't that Mrs. Doubtfire?
Which
what I
is
was reminded
sexist.
of
Right.
These days, just get a woman to play it.
was actually what a brilliant story it is and
Yeah.
what brilliant acting it was. And I actually thought Dustin Hoffman got an Oscar for that, but it was actually Jessica Lange who got Best Supporting Actress,
yeah.
who was also very good in it.
She's also very
But
good
it was
in it.
one of those very simply done but brilliantly written, brilliantly acted. Give it a whirl,
If I
New
remember
Zealand.
correctly, the boss with the mustachioed boss in the
Yes.
grey suit, Dabney Coleman.
Yes.
Dabney Coleman.
Yeah. And he's
Good movie.
he's a real rooter in this movie.
Oh, he's a goer, Keyzie.
Oh,
You'd
sweet.
love him, Keyzie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't suppose you watched much last night because you had a sore tummy.
You would have been in the shitter all
Yeah,
night.
you would
Well,
have been
actually,
just
no.
squeezing one out.
It was. Is the whole show just going to be about, well, it's too late now, I suppose. But no, you did right. I was not feeling very well last night. I didn't watch anything, and I haven't watched anything all day either.
Just
Right,
lying on
okay.
the bathroom
Well, that's
floor,
what-
sweating, staring at the ceiling.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Watched a few YouTube videos about Italy,
How to poo.
yeah.
and then I couldn't be bothered watching those, so I turned it off. Went for a walk to the dairy to get cheese balls. They were all out.
You're joking.
Had to get twisties.
Actually, I'd have to say cheese balls would be great in this situation. Really glue you up.
Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki. Radio Hodaki's Beer and Pie July.
Yeah. Your chance to win flights anywhere in the world to pour a beersy for a mate, fellas. How good?
That's really good.
It's really good, isn't it?
Can you get flights to Antarctica?
Antarctica.
Antarctica?
Yeah, I think probably. If you've
Yeah.
got a mate there.
Is
you
it
know what I mean?
pronounced Antarctica?
Yeah, yeah.
Antarctica.
I thought it was Antarctica.
No, it's a
Antarctica.
silent T.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
okay. Anarcha.
Antarctica.
Oh, the first T is silent, but
Yeah.
not the... Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Antarctica.
And I tell you what, your beer will be chilly there, Mogi.
Oh, it will be.
You know what I mean?
Frozen solid, the
Yeah.
bastard.
Polar bear.
Hmm.
Sorry. If you want to get in the draw to win this prize, right, you text beer.
Polar bear.
No. Damn it, that's confusing. You text BEER to 3483.
Right,
Right.
yes.
And then thanks to Max, if you win and your long lost friend is in Antarctica, then sure, you might win the chance to go visit them.
Yeah, great stuff.
Antarctica.
Sorry, what is it?
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Both
right.
the T's are silent.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting. And what about the Arctic? Is it just Arctic?
Arctic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arctic monkeys.
Oh,
Because
really?
people used to have a go at me all the
Yeah.
time that I didn't say it properly.
Yeah.
I think you'll find I was right. Arctic monkeys.
Arctic
Yeah, it's a
monkey.
bit of a
Yeah,
tongue
yeah.
twister.
Yeah,
a bit
yeah,
of an
yeah.
tongue
Hey, but
twister.
do get involved in that. All you need to do is text beer to 3483. Follow the instructions there, and you could be going anywhere in the world.
You'd have to be an absolute idiot not to get involved in that. That's money for jam, man. That's good eating.
Yeah, true that, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Or,
Big Pole.
and the question today on the big poll was eating pizza with a knife and fork, yes or no? Mm-hmm.
this
Because
was-
old Keyzie likes to
No,
eat his pizza
don't.
with a knife and fork, and
Jase,
Mogi
you're
and I
such
are
a-
like, what a weirdo,
You're
dude.
such-
Such a weirdo.
This started because you ate pizza last night with a knife and fork, and everyone walked past going, look at that weird guy with his
That's
knife
true.
and fork. and his weird hoodie.
I wasn't wearing a hoodie last night, Keyzie.
Sorry, I don't know. But the voting is in. It's up at the Hodaki Big Show Instagram story. Eating pizza with a knife and fork. 18% of people say yes. 82 say no.
You're actually pretty bang on there, Mogi.
Pretty
You were
good.
saying 80 to 20.
Yeah.
So, Keyzie, just eat it with your hands like normal people, mate.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Lesson learned,
I
Keyzie.
know that you're a bit of a clean freak and a neat freak, but, come on, mate.
Look,
It's pizza, for God's sake.
I'm not like you, Jase. I don't have to be a sheep and do what everyone else does, all right? It makes me happy, so I do it. And I'm an honourable guy. I stick to my guns.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of it. Proud to
Yeah.
be different. Unlike you, you're just doing whatever Mogi does with your pie and your weird pastry and your sauce and stuff. And your weird hoodie. Well, that's the update on the big poll for today, anyway.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Well, there you go, Bagamy. It's all over, fellas. Disappointing, really, isn't it?
Why?
Getting to the end of the show. Well, I could go for another couple of hours. Easy.
Oh, yeah.
Easy, Mogi.
I love it.
What's your plan tonight, mate?
I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to go to the gym or not. I'm still a little bit under the weather and I don't want to risk getting worse if I go to the
Yeah.
gym. You know what I mean? It's one of those things I want to go, but I don't want to get sick again.
Yeah, flag it, mate.
Okay.
Flag it. Go home. Have a nice Pinot. Maybe a few, a little snack and watch something that's going to take your mind off
Oh,
things.
thanks, mate.
Yeah, good on you. Hey, and I'll text you tomorrow at midday to see how your dedouche is going for you
yeah.
with the finger action.
Yeah, thank you.
Keyzie, what are you up to, mate?
By the way, if you
Now
know
that
what...
you're feeling chipper that you got over your hangry stage.
Cheers, Jase. Makes me even happier every time you bring up that I was hangry as well.
Yeah.
Tonight, I am going to go home and have burritos.
Again?
No, it was
Burrito.
enchiladas.
That was
Oh.
enchiladas.
Tonight, we're having chicken wraps. So hopefully I don't have another similar situation. I'll
Right.
let you know how I go.
Yeah, good stuff.
What
Well,
about you, Jase?
I'm off to the gym because I like to go twice a day at the moment.
Yeah.
Then I'll go home, probably make love and go to bed.
Who to?
Pardon? Hey, listen, it's been a pleasure having your company. We really appreciate you listening to the show. By the way,
My wife.
check out the podcasts, the podcast outro, and highlights of the show, and also go and check out our Instagram page. Until tomorrow, you take care. We'll see you later.